Welcome back. Today is March 2nd, 2026. There's a lot of news to process today. Take a breath. We're going to look at the signals together and find the what you need to know. We have to start with the hardest news first. The United States has officially entered a direct ground war with Iran. President Trump confirmed this morning that American boots are on the ground, and while the administration is hoping for a campaign that lasts maybe 5 or 6 weeks, we're already seeing the cost. 6 American service members have already lost their lives. Think about this for a second, that's 6 families whose lives were changed forever before the sun even came up today. The ripple here is that this isn't just a headline anymore. It's a reality that will shape everything from how our government spends money to the very real fear of a draft returning to our dinner table conversations. We are looking at a long-term engagement that will redefine our role in the world for years to come. As the conflict heats up on the ground, the economic pressure is hitting the water. Iran has officially closed the Strait of Hormuz. This is the world's most vital artery for oil, and Tehran is warning that they will attack any ship that tries to pass through. This isn't just a military maneuver, it's a direct hit to your wallet. When the flow of oil stops there, the price of gas at your local station and the cost to heat your home starts to climb almost instantly. Every American household is about to feel the shock of this energy squeeze, making the daily commute or the grocery run a lot more stressful. In the middle of this chaos, there are reports of a massive shift in the Iranian power structure. Strategic strikes, coordinated between the US and Israel, have reportedly targeted the supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. While we wait for total confirmation, the CIA is already looking at who might step into that vacuum. This matters because a country on the brink of nuclear capability just lost its primary authority figure. For you and me, that means the world just got a lot more unpredictable. When a regime feels cornered and leaderless, their retaliation can be erratic. We're watching a nuclear threshold state enter a power struggle in the middle of a war. While the physical war rages, a different kind of battle is happening in Silicon Valley. Negotiations between the AI giant Anthropic and the Department of Defense have completely collapsed. We're talking about a $60 billion standoff over who controls military-grade AI. Think about the weight of that. The government wants the keys to the algorithms that run our modern electronic warfare, but private corporations are holding on to them. The human ripple here is a question of accountability. Do we want the future of our national security decided by people we elect, or by tech executives in a boardroom who aren't answerable to the public? This standoff could determine how wars are fought, and won, for the rest of the century. And we're seeing that the war isn't staying on the other side of the ocean. In Austin, Texas, a mass shooting on 6th Street has been linked to Iranian iconography found on the gunman. Law enforcement across the country is now on high alert for what they're calling sleeper cell retaliation. It changes the way you feel when you're out in public, doesn't it? Whether it's a concert or just a trip to the mall, the war has effectively crossed onto our soil. The ripple is a sense of heightened anxiety in our own neighborhoods, as domestic surveillance ramps up and we're forced to be more aware of our surroundings than ever before. The map of this conflict is expanding fast. Qatar has already shot down 2 Iranian fighter jets that entered their airspace, and the UK has opened up its bases in Cyprus for American strikes. In return, Iranian drones have hit British facilities. This is no longer just a fight between 2 countries, it's a regional fire that's catching nearby nations. For us, this means our allies are being pulled into the line of fire, making the possibility of a much larger global conflict feel more real every hour. In Europe, the fear is leading to a massive policy shift. President Macron has offered France's nuclear deterrent to protect the entire continent. This is a huge departure from relying on the United States and NATO. France is even ramping up their warhead production. Here's why this matters at your dinner table tonight. It signals a world where the US is no longer the sole protector of the West. Europe is starting to look out for itself with its own nuclear shield, which could mean a permanent shift in how we relate to our oldest allies. All of these global movements are crashing into our economy. Between the oil spikes and the chaos in the Middle East, we're seeing massive flight cancellations and market volatility. Investors are panicking and moving their money into gold. For the average American, this means the affordability crisis just got deeper. The war premium is being added to everything you buy. From the interest rate on your credit card to the price of a gallon of milk, the cost of living is being driven up by events thousands of miles away. Even our technology is struggling to keep up with the pace of combat. In Kuwait, 3 U.S. fighter jets were accidentally shot down by our own allies during the stress of an Iranian missile attack. Thankfully, the pilots survived, but it shows how fragile our communication systems are in the fog of war. The ripple here is the terrifying realization that even with the best technology in the world, mistakes happen when everyone is on edge. It's a reminder of the human cost that comes when systems fail in the heat of the moment. Further east, the instability is spreading into Central Asia. Pakistan has conducted airstrikes against a Taliban-controlled airbase in Afghanistan. It's like a separate fire has started right next to the main one. This overstretches our intelligence and our diplomats. When the whole region is in turmoil, it's harder to find a path back to peace. It feels like the world is becoming a patchwork of conflicts that are all interconnected. Closer to home, the Supreme Court is weighing in on a major Second Amendment issue. They seem to be leaning toward allowing marijuana users to own firearms, questioning old laws that treated drug use the same as being a founding-era drunkard. If they rule this way, it would be a massive expansion of gun rights for millions of Americans who live in states where marijuana is legal. It's a moment where personal choices and constitutional rights are being redefined in real time. In a surprise move of realpolitik, Canada and India have set aside their recent diplomatic feuds to sign a nearly $2 billion nuclear energy deal. They're prioritizing uranium and energy security over their political disagreements. It shows that in a world where energy is becoming a weapon, countries will choose resources over rhetoric. It's a sign that the global struggle for power is being fueled by nuclear energy as much as it is by oil. You might have noticed your apps acting up today. Iran has deployed hackers to target U.S. companies and banking infrastructure. In response, we've taken down their internet. This digital front is the war you feel in your pocket. Whether it's your banking app failing to load or a utility service going offline, the digital collateral damage is becoming part of our daily lives. On the health front, there's a new warning for millions of Americans. Popular weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy are being linked to a significant increase in bone issues and gout. If you or someone you love is on these, this is a major concern. The ripple here is the potential for a secondary health crisis and a wave of legal battles as we discover the long-term trade-offs of these miracle drugs. Finally, we're looking at a heartbreaking situation in Idaho. The state is considering massive cuts to Medicaid that could force disabled individuals out of their homes and into institutions. It's a choice that families across the country might soon face as budgets are tightened. These aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. They are the lives of our neighbors and the support systems that keep families together. The news was heavy, but you are not carrying it alone. Stay connected. Stay present. We are right here with you. See you in the next brief.